Picture this, a mortgage where you don't send the bank a dime each month. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, if you're over 55, this isn't some wild fantasy. It's called a reverse mortgage. Curious? Let's break it down. Hello, my name is David Ponce and I'm your friendly neighborhood mortgage broker from Montreal, Quebec. Together, we'll dive deep into the world of mortgages, uncover some cool facts, chat about money matters, maybe even bust some myths. You want to stay in the loop? Hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell. So what's the deal with this reverse mortgage? Well, in a regular mortgage, you pay the bank bit by bit, shrinking that big loan. Well, with a reverse mortgage, it's like you're playing the video and rewind. Instead of your loan getting smaller, it grows. Sounds weird and alarming, right? But for some folks, it's just the right fit. So before you jump to conclusions, no, it's not some sneaky bank trick. There is a method to the madness. So here's the scoop. With a reverse mortgage, you kick back and relax. No monthly payments, not one penny to pay. But don't think the bank's forgotten about making money. They're adding interest to your loan as we go along. So your debt ticks up bit by bit over time. That's why it's called a reverse mortgage. The debt goes up instead of down, which I know sounds awful, but stick with me. You see, usually the value of your home also goes up over time. So the percentage of equity that the loan represents doesn't keep growing, and you don't end up with an ever decreasing bit of equity left. The respective increases kind of offset each other. Now, I know it sounds weird and conceptual, so let's play with some real numbers. Data from the Quebec Professional Association of Real Estate Brokers shows that the average price of residential homes sold across Montreal in September 2023 was $518,600, an increase of 2.5% compared to a year ago. So let's use those numbers. See where it takes us. Say you've got a home worth $518,600. It's paid off in this scenario. You decide on a $150,000 reverse mortgage at 7.44%. Why that rate? Because those are the rates today. A year rolls by and your loan has grown to $161,415. But good news, your home's value has also bumped up to $531,565. You've only really lost an additional 2% of equity. And the same thing happens next year and the one after that. It's really a balancing act. And you might say, oh, sure, but at an extra 2% of equity loss per year, it's not going to be long before it's all gone. But not really, because with the right conditions, meaning better rates down the road, the balancing act works out. And it can even tip in reverse, meaning the percentage of equity that the loan represents can slowly shrink. I mean, we're in November 2023 and rates are sky high. Chances are, though, this will soon come down. And remember, this is just one example. Of course, every situation is unique, but the basic principle remains. Grab a percentage of equity today, and that percentage remains pretty much constant until you repay the loan. This happens when you sell or when you leave the home to your heirs who will have to refinance it. But then what happens with the money that you borrow? Well, that $150,000, you can have it in one lump sum, or you can opt for monthly payments in the form of an annuity. It kind of becomes like a new source of income. You don't have to pay income taxes on it because it's a loan. So who's this perfect for? Well, you guessed it, retirees. Anyone over 55 years old is eligible. And if you're living on a set income and you have a home with a lot of equity, a reverse mortgage can give you some breathing room. It's like unlocking a treasure in your house without having to sell it. And the cash that you get, well, remember, it's tax-free. It's a way to enjoy your retirement without the stress of monthly payments and without having to worry that you won't have anything left to leave your loved ones. Just a heads up, not every bank in Quebec is in on this. Equitable Bank's a big player, and there's also Equity Bank. And a big plus, you'll always have to chat with an independent lawyer to make sure everything's clear. It's essential to do your homework, ask questions, make sure it's the right fit for you. That's the reverse mortgage in a nutshell. One more easy to digest info like this? Stick around for the next video. We've got a lot more to explore together.